Good morning, YMCA friends. This is Leslie. I'm glad you've made the time today to join me for some basic Pilates. So all you need is a mat. If you don't have a mat, maybe a beach towel to lay down between you and the floor, or just on the carpet, a softer surface, not hardened tile. And then the only other thing I'm using is a dish towel because I don't have a yoga strap. So if you have a yoga strap, go ahead and grab that. But a dish towel is multi-purpose today. It's going to help us with our stretches, but it's also going to provide us a little bit of relief if we have sore knees or if our hips are uncomfortable when we're laying on our side. So go grab your dish towel if you think you might need it, and I'll meet you on your mat. We'll start with our breathing. So sitting as comfortably as you can, whatever posture you find that works best for you. We're going to rock side to side just a little bit, move the flesh out of the way and find those sit bones so we can really anchor them to the floor. That's your connection with the ground. And I want you to really be rooted here as we take our first breath in and we'll exhale down the front. So breathing is really important in Pilates. We coordinate our movement to our breath. And this exhale right here, you should be able to feel that drawing your abdominals in, drawing your belly button to your spine. Let's do two more. Keep one hand on the floor as you draw the other arm up and away. We're going to switch sides. You're going to think about anchoring your hips, really rooting those sit bones. Connecting yourself to the ground, sinking deeper and deeper into the earth. As your side warms up, you're going to find that you can reach a little further. Be mindful you don't lose that connection. Take an inhale as you reach. Exhales will bring you back to center. One more time. Give those shoulders a roll right here. We'll put our hands on our knees. We'll lean forward and we'll start a body roll. Maintaining that connection through your sit bones, waking up all the muscles in your side, your low back. Let's go around other direction 3 more times. And we'll come back to center. So we're going to step our feet forward. Let's anchor those feet to the ground. Hands come behind your thighs if you're looking for a little extra support. Arms alongside once you feel that you've got an idea of the movement. Or if you really want to feel the work in the abdominals, you bring your arms across your chest. So we're going to take a breath, and on the exhale, we're going to tuck our tailbone under. Come off those sit bones and feel yourself and the weight of your body through your sacrum. That's the big chunk of bone at the base of your spine, just a little higher than your tailbone, but definitely below your waistband. So tucking that pelvis under, I can right away feel the work come into these abdominal muscles. We call this our C curve. Our back is shaped like the letter C. My neck is long and neutral. My chin is off my chest. My gaze is out higher than my knees and straight ahead. Just like a rocking horse. I'm going to come back a couple of inches and forward. So I can feel the weight shifting on my sacrum. I'm trying to keep the work in my abdominals. So I inhale. Come back on the exhale. Let the exhale bring you back. We'll do 3 more here. And your last one. We're going to grab one knee. We're going to bring this down with us. So coming all the way to the floor, making sure your head stays on your mat. Got one knee tucked in, the other foot is anchored. We're going to circle this ankle. Putting a little bit of mobility into that joint. It's a very important joint. Switch directions. So we want to make sure it stays limber so we can walk without fear of tripping. All right, if that's feeling loose, you're going to grab your dish towel or your yoga strap and you're going to bring it around, put it in the arch of your foot or put it at the back of your calf. And we're going to inhale that leg long and then exhale, drop it down. Inhale long and drop it down. One more time, inhale long, and this time we're going to hold it. Exhale, draw it towards you just a little bit, enough that you feel the muscle in your hamstring stretching. but not so much that your glute is coming off the floor. We have to stay anchored to the ground. It's a stretch, not a backward somersault. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to drop that foot back to the floor. Bring the second leg in. Start with your ankle circles. Remember to go in both directions. When that ankle feels nice and loose, we're going to move on to our hamstring stretch. So place the towel wherever you feel it's going to work best for you. Inhale, go long. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, long. Exhale. And your last time, you inhale long. You exhale, draw it towards you just enough. It should just be mildly uncomfortable. Looking for the work in the hamstring. Flexibility takes work. It doesn't come overnight. So if you're having a hard time lengthening your leg, be gentle with yourself. Let your leg be more out this way. It doesn't have to be over your head, wrapped around your ear. Keep breathing through for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring this knee back in. Towel goes off to the side. Bring the second knee in. Put your toes together. We're going to separate the knees and circle around. Working on keeping your back still as your legs move in the hip socket. Let's reverse that. So big or small, whatever you can manage right now, and hopefully as you continue to work with this video or other videos, you feel that you're getting a bigger range of motion each time. So we're going to bring those knees back together. I'm going to keep my hands right here so I know where my knees line up with my hips, and I'm going to tap one foot down and bring it back up. You inhale as you lower, exhale as you come back to center. And again, let that exhale lift your leg for you. Here's another option, same exercise, exhale. So traditionally your exhale brings you to center, but if you find that you have a place that works better for your exhale, as long as you're breathing, everything is going to be more enjoyable. One more time, and bring it up. All right, so we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, reach towards your feet or feet on the floor. Inhale, exhale, reach. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, reach. And here's your last one. So I'm going to come to a lifted posture, and anytime during the next half hour you start to feel strain in your neck, you come to the floor and you finish the exercise down here. Being mindful to engage your core, knit your ribs together, actively use the muscles in your body to connect your ribs and your hips and be strong and braced. So head up, head down is going to be entirely up to you. We're going to start to beat our arms as though you were splashing in water. We're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. If inhaling and exhaling for 4 is too much, try 3. And as you get better at this and become used to it, you can extend to the traditional 5. Try to keep a long neck. Chin is off your chest, but tuck just gently. We're going to do 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, being really active in your core here. And we're going to inhale ourselves to the floor. Take your arms to the ceiling. On the exhale, connect ribs and hips and drop the arms back. So here's your contraction as your arms stretch back and sweep down. Inhale, exhale. So the movement of the arm in the shoulder joint is the only movement in your body. This is practice for stabilization. One more time. Let's reverse the arms. Be mindful that the ribs are staying knit together, and as your arm moves, the ribs don't lift. You're not peeling your back off the floor. One more time, and bring it over. I'm going to lift my head and shoulders here. That's entirely optional. I'm going to bring one knee in. On the exhale, I'm going to switch to the other knee. First knee, second knee. Again, you can do it down here, or if you're looking for more, you can extend your leg out long. So I'm just giving that knee a gentle little hug in towards me. I'm not using it to hold myself up. Be careful you don't fall into that trap. I'm braced through my middle. Every time I exhale, I can feel my belly button dropping deeper into my abdominal cavity. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your knees in and drop your head back. Go side to side a little bit. Feeling your hips and shoulders leave the floor here as you rock, more like a kayak. We're going to come to center now. Push those knees out one more time and take your arms wide. So now I'm going to anchor my shoulders. No more rocking from my shoulders. My hips will leave the floor one side at a time, but my shoulders will anchor. I'm growing roots through those shoulder blades down into the earth. I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to tip my knees towards you. Exhale will bring them back to center. Inhale. 2 more, just like that. Neutral gaze will keep my eyes on the ceiling. And let's change sides. Inhale. Exhale. Notice I'm not trying to get my knees to the floor. Aiming for 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock seems a little ambitious right now. Last time. And back to center. Let's drop one foot, bring the other knee in. This leg's going to go long one more time. So I'm maintaining my roots through my shoulder blades. Now I'm going to root through my hips as well and through the foot that's on the floor. Arms come down by your side. If you feel really wobbly, take them a little bit wider. On the inhale, let your leg fall to one side and circle it around. Maybe a little bigger than a basketball, a little smaller than a hula hoop. The movement of the leg in the hip socket is the only movement in the body. Pressing down, consistently remembering to exhale and draw that belly button down. Let's reverse these leg circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Nice. Do you feel solid? We're going to take that ankle. We're going to cross it over the opposite knee and let the knee fall to the side. If this is enough stretch, you stay right here. If you're looking for more, you tuck it in, support it, hold on to it. And we'll let this foot fall. If you need more time, you just hit the pause button. The pause button is your best friend. So use it as often as you need to regroup or extend stretch time. We're going to take the other leg, we're going to reach it up to the ceiling. Once it feels nice and long, you're going to start to circle it, dropping your hands to the floor. I'm monitoring my body. I'm running a sensor scan from head to toe, making sure nothing else is moving, nothing is shifting. I can feel the ground beneath my hips and beneath my shoulders. Let's reverse these leg circles. I feel it beneath my palms and beneath the sole of that one foot. Constant pressure, not shifting. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Let the knee fall wide. If you want a little more, you tuck it in, support it, wrap your hands around that closest thigh. And we're going to drop our feet. We'll bring the first knee in, we'll bring the second knee in. Take a breath. On the exhale, decide if you want to lift your head and shoulders. We're going to do double leg extensions. So they're going to extend away and come back to center. Extend away and come back to center. A little more challenging is to send them towards the wall and not towards the ceiling. Inhale out, exhale home. We're going to add the arm circles that we rehearsed earlier. So, a couple of different planes of motion happening, different ends of the body. The one thing that is locked down is from the tip of my tail to the top of my head. My torso should be very still. Let's reverse these arm movements and we'll do another 4. Head and shoulders to the floor anytime you need to. Use that exhale to bring you back to center. And drop your head and shoulders. Drop one foot. Send it all the way out on the mat. You should feel an opening in the hip on that long side. We're going to tuck it back in. Drop the second foot. Send it all the way out. If you're really tight in your hip flexors, I practice this all the time. Remember, flexibility is work. It takes practice. If you're finding your leg is not going long, that's all right. If you're feeling a stretch in here, that's what we're looking for. Or maybe your leg goes long, but it doesn't touch the floor. It will come with practice. All right, dropping the foot you're holding. Rolling over onto one side. Decide which side you're going to first. I'm taking my back to the back edge of my mat, extending myself down long, and I'm going to take my bottom leg to the front corner. Second leg goes on top. Now I'm really focusing on stacking hip over hip and not leaning forward into this. We're in this pike posture because it does make you a little more stable. So it's for stability. As you become more balanced in this exercise, you'll be able to take your legs in line with the rest of you. But for today, we're going to go into a small pike. My head is supported on my arm. This is where did I put my towel? You might want your towel. If you're finding a lot of pressure in your hip, fold your towel up, make a small flat pillow, and place it just above your hip into the hollow of your waist. So that space between hip bone and rib bone, and come back down. And what that should do is take some of the pressure off your hip and spread it through the rest of the side of your body, and then you won't have that single contact point, that single pressure point. This hand can be down here while you're looking for your balance. Once you have your balance, it can move up here. Starting with the top leg, point your knee to the ceiling. Don't move that hip, stretch it up and close it down. Just 2 more. I like to inhale as I grow into my stretch. Let's reverse. I like to exhale as I come back to center, but maybe you have a way that works better for you. Just keep breathing and see if you can't match your movement to your breath. Straight legs now, up and down. Play with that ankle a little bit. A flex and a point. Here's 2 more. We're going to bring this last one not quite all the way down. Just let that leg hover a little bit. Give me 4 small circles. Remember, the leg moving in the hip socket is the only movement in the body. And reverse. Try not to make any ripples out into the universe. And we're going to tap those legs together. Hand on the floor as we inhale and stretch both legs out and pull them in line. Exhale them down. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Do you feel the work going into the waist right here? Exhale down. If you're not sure, put your fingers here. Inhale, stretch both legs. Feel those oblique muscles engage. Exhale down 1 more time. Inhale, extend, and exhale down. We're going to soften the knees. Push our way up and bring our elbow underneath. All right. So we're going to lift our hip off the floor like someone's come to vacuum underneath us. Exhale down. Inhale as you stretch. We have 3 more. Now you notice the work is on the underside of the body. It's on the other side of the waist. Let's do 1 more. Pressing firmly down into that supporting arm and releasing. Sweep your feet around. Bring your toes towards me. I'm going to take my towel, I'm going to fold it, and then I'm going to roll it. Just to have something to place between my feet. I put it in the arches of my feet. I don't know if you can see that. And it's something for me to squeeze inward. It's going to help to engage these inner thigh muscles. I'm going to open my arms wide. I'm going to drop my shoulder blades down and force my elbows down gently to really activate that upper back. Draw your toes back towards your knees so you're showing me the bottoms of your feet. Inhale. Turn to one side, press 3. And center. Other side, press 3. And center. Do it again. Try to keep your nose in line with your sternum. Your hips can't move. They are firmly rooted to the ground. So this movement's coming in the waist. Shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other, making that upper back a nice solid unit. Last one. And we're centered. Drop your arms. I'm pulling my towel out. I'm taking my feet wide. I'm going to inhale, bring my thumbs to my chest. Exhale, one thumb to my big toe. Back to center. Lock in that posture. Exhale, other side. Every time you come center, you find that tall alignment. Head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, belly button drawn in. If you can't reach your big toe, it's not a problem. You tap your ankle. If your ankle's too far, you reach for the freckle on your shin. If you're looking for more, you take your baby finger to your baby toe. So 4 more of these. And we're back to center. Drop your arms. We're going to go to the second side. Do you need your towel to place into the hollow of your waist? So what works for you is not necessarily going to work for everybody. We have to adjust to our personal bodies. I'm lining up on the back edge of my mat. I'm going to take my bottom leg to the front corner, stack the other leg on top, drop my ear to my arm, hand up here when I have my balance, hand down here while I'm looking for it, square my shoulders and my hips up. Knee to the ceiling without moving my hip, reach. So the bottom leg is just as active. I want you to put a little energy into it as well. We're going to reverse these legs. So Cirque du Soleil has been posting performances on YouTube, and I kind of feel like I'm getting ready for that right here. Straight leg, up and down. Play with that ankle. Put some mobility in it. You have 2 more. Are you pushing into the floor with this second leg? Come not quite all the way, and give me those 4 circles. So everything else is quiet. You need to put your hand down to help with that. We're going to reverse these 4 circles. And we're going to put our heels together. All right. Inhale. Extend the legs. Bring them in line with you. Exhale down. We have 3 more. Extend and release. Here's the work right in here. Find it. Notice it. One more time. And we're down. Tuck those knees. Bring your arm underneath you. And here we go. We inhale. So that arm can rise and fall with the hips, or it can come right here. This arm is just as active. Push down the same way with the bottom leg you were pressing into the floor. With this arm, you're pressing into the floor. Give me 2 more here. Press up. Find the work. It's on the underside of the body. And we're down. Turn yourselves over. We're coming onto our knees, and we're sitting back in child's pose. One more time. You could use your towel. You could fold your towel up. And then I can place it underneath my shins, not my knees, but my shins, just the other side of my kneecap. And that will transfer the contact point, the pressure point off my knees onto my shins, and you might be happier like that. So decide what's going to work best for you. We're going to come up onto hands and knees. We're going to square ourselves. Reach out with your right arm and your left leg and come back. If you're feeling really wobbly, maybe you do alternating arms for a few. And then you do alternating legs for a few. It doesn't have to be everything today. Give yourself permission to practice. Mistakes are signs that you're trying, right? Still bracing, even from the underneath. There's so much going on, it's very easy to forget one or two or even three things here. Reach long and bring it back. Push long and bring it back. Let's do two more. We're going to drop down, forearms to the mat. So you're going to start to walk your knees back until your knees are behind your hips. And right away, you should start to feel that your tummy wants to just drop down, your back wants to arch. That's what we're working against. We're drawing our belly up. We're keeping our back long. These arms on the floor are actively pushing down into the mat. I'm going to take another step back with my knees until I feel a challenge. So we're not looking to hurt ourselves, but we are looking to challenge ourselves. Hold it right here if this is what you want to hold, or lift one knee off the floor for 4, 3, 2. We're going to switch sides, lifting one knee for 4, 3, 2. We're going to do it again. One knee, bring it down and switch it out. You can keep it slow. You can speed it up. You cannot do it at all. Come into child's pose if you're looking for another stretch, a little bit of release, and then come back out and finish the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees. We are coming all the way down, folks. So we're going to cross one hand over the other, and we're going to separate our feet about as wide as our mat. Drop your forehead to your hands. Keep your hands on the floor. Brace your middle. Draw your belly button up now. So take an inhale. Exhale. Belly button to spine. Hold it there. On the next inhale, just extend your head and shoulders away from your hips and exhale. Inhale again. So we're extending away from our hips, not away from the floor. Do you see the difference? Hands stay on the mat. As you get stronger, you can bring your hands out from under your head so they sit ever so softly on the floor. Imagine the floor was sprinkled with thumbtacks. You don't want to press down too hard into them. And we're going to take 4 more breaths. And 3. This is a back exercise. You should not be feeling this in your glutes. Your glutes should not be clenched up like they're made out of steel. Work into your back. Hold it right here. Now, small little movements. Elbows up and down. 8, 7. Hitting those shoulder blades. Working on these posture muscles. Gaze is to the floor. Neck is long. Abs are braced. And bring it down. Tuck your hands again underneath your forehead and drop your forehead down. We're going to bring our heels in together. Give a push to the ceiling. Drop your thighs. Drop your toes. Heels in. Push up, down, and down. If your thighs don't leave the floor, that is not a problem. You will get stronger. Your glutes will learn to engage. It takes a while for our body to figure out what muscles need to activate in order to accomplish the exercise. So let's do 2 more. And your last one. Feet down, hands under your shoulders. Sit back into child's pose one more time. Coming back to center. Come to sit on your mat just like when we started. we work the front of the body, the back of the body, the sides of the body. Take a breath in. Well done. One arm. Both arms up. And the other arm. Bring both hands behind your back. Link your fingers. Stay tall. Drop your knuckles to the mat. If you have enough flexibility, pull your arms away, but don't lean forward. Bring both arms to the front. Tuck your chin, round your back, and sit tall. Do that again. Tuck your chin, round your back. Think of a cat stretch. Think of that C curve. Take both arms up, reach high. Fingertips together. I'm going to reach down, thumbs towards my shoulder blades, right to the middle of my spine, like you're reaching for the zipper on your wetsuit or your dress. Both arms up again. Reach behind. You're going to give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around you. Notice which elbow's on top. We're going to go wide. We're going to wrap again. We're going to go wide one more time. Drop your arms, roll out your shoulders. Thanks so much for coming out to do this Pilates with me, for making time in your day. Let us know what else you're interested in. We're here to serve you. We miss you all so much. We can't wait to see you again at the Y. Hopefully, I'll see you really soon. Be well, stay healthy, and take care of each other. Bye-bye.